What is going on? I am Cole. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about Neil's Comics and Video Games. He has a 200 subscriber giveaway. He wanted to make an entry video for this, so I'll have his entry video down below. He did ask that we show off 5 gimmick covers and shout out 5 channels, so I won't have a link to his up above because I will for the 5 channels that I am going to be shouting out. So I think there's still like a week to do this, so if you are interested, make sure you go check out the video. Once again, that video's link will be down below. You can watch that and see all that you need, but it's fairly easy. We're just showing off 5 gimmick covers and we're shouting out 5 channels. I'm going to do mine fairly quick, but we're going to start off. So the first book that I have for a gimmick cover, and this one actually is not the actual cover itself, but if you read Dark Knight 3 Master Race, inside there were these, and sorry, there is some slight spoiler here. There is a second book that is just this little itty bitty comic that was kind of inside the comics, which is kind of funny and kind of cool. But that is definitely a gimmick because this book is not one comic, but it is 2. And if that's not a gimmick, I don't really know what a gimmick is. So the next gimmick we have up here, this is one that you probably won't get, but yeah, these are some that they do it kind of all over the place. This one, sorry, I'm just kind of looking at it. It looks kind of weird, but this is the polybag variant. So if you heard about Vault Comics has been starting to do this, what they have is they have these not safe for work covers behind here. They're usually, some of them are nudie stuff, some of them don't. They're just super violent, but I can't obviously show that on my channel, but if you are over the age of 18 and you want to look, you can Google the last book you'll ever read, #1 not safe for work cover. I think they did a not safe for work cover on every single issue of this, so you can look them all up. I think that the first one that gets kind of raunchy, but I think as they go on they get kind of less and less. But hey, you know, another type of gimmick is those polybag not safe for work covers, and I think, yeah, some of them, you know, are just too raunchy. Some of them are just a little bit more like aggressive. So the next one we have up, this is actually a fairly new book, and I don't even know what you really call this, but if you read Justice League, The Death of Justice League, this is number 75. It kind of has this, it's not necessarily a die cut, but it has, look, like, you know, this is just clear and you can kind of see the picture behind it. So I don't know what you would call this, but that is gimmick in itself. It kind of reminds me of, you know, from 90s school. If you had those projectors, they had those, like, you know, little papers that you could write markers on. Kind of reminds me of that. But yeah, it's just a see-through kind of cover that goes through. And yeah, that's kind of it. Next one we have up here is one that I actually just mentioned, and it's die cut. So you can see right here, I'm not going to take this one out because it is signed, but like right here, this whole section is kind of cut out. So yeah, you know, when you're actually, it's the whole Joker face here is die cut. So you can kind of pull it out, and I'm pretty sure the eye here, yeah, you can feel it here, is die cut. This one also has 2 signatures, but hey, it is a die cut cover, and die cut covers are also, you know, it's very similar to the one I just showed, but they are also the same. I think most people are going to show this off because I think this is kind of one of most people's either favorite or least favorite of all kind of gimmick covers. And my final one is going to be the holofoil. This was huge in the 90s. This one's sweet because you can see in the holofoil there's a lot of webs. Even these, like when you look at these, I don't know what they're supposed to be. It's like smoke maybe. I can't even really tell, but it's very weird how it sits on the cover. But yeah, this is just an awesome little holofoil cover. Yeah, some people love those, some people hate them, but those were my 5 gimmick covers. If there's a gimmick cover that you like that I missed, please talk about it down below. Let me know, because yeah, I know there are a lot of other different types of gimmicks. Those were just kind of the 5 books that came to my mind when I was thinking about gimmick covers. The second part of this giveaway is to shout out 5 channels, and I'm going to do fairly quick intros for all these channels. Some of these channels I have already shouted out before, but yeah, you know, I just kind of did a random array of channels that I have, you know, watch and like, and yeah, I figure Neil just kind of asked for 5 channels that he might like, so I'm going to start off with my buddy Zach's Collections. You might know him because him and I have done some jank battles before. He is mostly a sports card collector, but as he has gained some stuff, and as we've kind of talked, he showed off some of his comic books in the past, so yeah, hopefully he can get into the comics a little bit more with us, and that would be awesome. But Zach's Collections is my first one, and once again, I've at some point put his link up there. The next one I have up is D. Piercy's Comics. I'll have his information up here. D. Piercy is an awesome guy. He's kind of stepped back from doing as much stuff as he used to do, but he does a lot of Final Order cutoff stuff. He does a lot of very funny shorts. Some of the stuff he's been doing a lot is his favorite covers for the week, and there are a lot of good ones in that. So yeah, definitely check out D. Piercy. He's a funny dude, and I have a lot of fun talking to him. You know, him and I just talk about random stuff. Also, if you ever see us in like a Discord, there's a good chance that if one of us talk to each other, the other one's going to respond, I'm on the phone, because that's a weird inside joke we have. The next one up is Rob's Fat Stack of Comics. It is Saturday, and he does a show called Slab Hub. If you have not checked out Slab Hub, I highly recommend it. It is a cool show where people come and they show off their graded comics. And yeah, it's an overall good time. It's usually an hour. Sometimes it goes a little bit longer, but it is a show that I enjoy watching. And yeah, I think you should maybe check it out, because I would guess you might enjoy it too. The next shout out is my dude, Greg, the Bearded Comic Bro. And if you haven't seen it already, Greg and I do a comic book cover challenge every month. We have a lot of fun with it. Our current one is vehicles, so I highly recommend checking that out. If you like showing off your books, we would love to have you. You don't even have to do a YouTube video. You could do an IG video on it. But him and I have been doing this. It's actually something he started, and I liked it so much that I kept pushing him to push it more, shout out more people, and try and get this thing to be bigger. So he has let me come on and be part of it. We've been having fun. Vehicles are this month. Also check out Greg. He's a good dude. And the final channel is Bruce and Stephanie Comics. They are the biggest channel I'm shouting out, but Bruce is an awesome dude. We have a lot of fun. We talk a lot. He reads a lot of comics. And while him and I don't always agree on comics, it is fun to just talk about them. And yeah, we don't agree on TV shows either, but you know, you don't always have to agree on stuff to have fun talking to people about it. Bruce is an awesome dude. He does a lot of hot spec recommendations. He also talks about what books he's been enjoying reading. Stephanie comes in and out of the show. She's usually on the live stream. She has been MIA a little bit because she has been working a new job. But if you want to see Stephanie, make sure to go down to their channel, give them a sub up and say, hey, Bruce, where's Stephanie? And maybe we'll get to see her back, and she'll yell and go on a rant, and we'll all have fun. But those are my 5 channels. Those were my 5 gimmick covers. Let me know, is there a channel you think that I should be subbing to, or Neil should be subbing to? And yeah, if you haven't already, Neil is pushing for 200. He actually surpassed it, but make sure you go down below. You can check out that video. And if you want to enter, you still have about a week left to do so. So as always, I've been Cole, and peace.